HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Golden Pond Assisted Living, honoring resident choice, dignity, and independence. Our health and wellness focus keeps residents active. Golden Pond, state-of-the-art senior housing and healthcare services.
And by WPC Pest Control, a family-owned business for over 35 years. Owners Jim and Rebecca Mazzucchelli provide honesty, respect, and integrity, performing safe and effective pest control services. They service your home like it's their home. Welcome to HCAM News. Tom Nappy at the anchor desk to fill you in on the latest happenings in Hopkinton. On this edition of HCAM News, Hopkins School hosted the annual egg drop competition. We have the latest Ashland Legion baseball highlights. Plus, we will show you more of some of the latest happenings in Hopkinton. But first, Board of Selectmen Chairman John Catino gave an update regarding the status of repairs at Town Hall from a flood that occurred from a burst pipe in April.
Hello, I'm John Catino, Chairman of your Board of Selectmen. As you probably know, on April 11th, the Hopkinton Town Hall suffered extensive damage when a water line ruptured on the third floor that resulted in devastating damage to many areas of the building's 4 floors. However, as I mentioned in my previous public service announcement, that town services were up and running within 16 hours in 4 separate temporary locations. This was made possible by the community's continued support and investment in technology, facilities, and disaster preparedness over the years. In order to continue to provide excellent customer service to residents, Town Hall employees are consolidating in one location at a very efficient facility at 80 South Street. This will return us to being a one-stop shop and the convenience of having most town business conducted in one location. Therefore, all town offices will be closed this Friday, June 30th, to complete the move. Town Hall departments will reopen on Monday, July 3rd on the first floor of the 80 South Street location. There will be plenty of parking. We will have everything well laid out with all pertinent signage, and staff will be there to properly guide all that enter. I would like to take a moment to thank the community for its patience during this difficult time. Additionally, I would like to recognize and thank our professional staff and the continued collaboration between town boards and committees, without which this could not have been accomplished. I will be back again in a few weeks with an update and more photos of the Main Street Town Hall's project progress. If you have any questions about this process, please contact us at the Selectman's office. Until next time, thank you for your attention and really enjoy your summer.
A whole lot of events took place in Hopkinton recently, including the Sharon Timlin 5K and the Hopkinton Multicultural Festival. Here is a look at some of the recent events and other happenings in town you should know about. Hopkinton Boy Scout Troop 1 served up some pasta and meatballs at their pasta dinner fundraiser. There was also raffle items available. I talked with some of the troop about the event and their experience in the Scouts.
My name's Joe Abbott. I'm a scout and I'm part of the Grizzly Patrol. So right now we're doing the spaghetti dinner. We do it every year, and right now I'm serving spaghetti, but when the meatballs come out. But it's to benefit our troop, and so we can go on high adventure trips like Philmont and go like last year, 2016, which I wasn't on a trip. They went to somewhere up in Canada, so they go on high adventure trips, sponsor scout camps and lots of other stuff, and it's a lot of fun, and the pasta's really good.
All right, and how long have you been in the Scouts for?
3 years in Boy Scouts, but I've been doing it since I was since Cub Scouts.
For today, is it
to raise money for scouting programs. Like I'm doing a 7-day camp out, and we really can't do that without renting snuff.
And how long have you been in the Scouts for?
This would be my 3rd year, I believe, in Scouts.
All right. terrific. And what's your role with this event here?
In this event, right now, I am required to, serve delicious-looking sauce and also meatballs, I believe.
The 14th annual Sharon Timlin Memorial Event to cure ALS took place at the Hopkinton High School Middle School fields. The event has raised over $1.5 million in research towards finding a cure for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, commonly known as ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. The event was started by former Red Sox pitcher Mike Timlin and his wife, Dawn Timlin, after Mike Timlin's mother, Sharon Timlin, passed away from ALS in 2002. Mike and his wife, Dawn, have since done all they can to help the Angel Fund, which is an independent nonprofit charity supporting ALS research at the University of Massachusetts Hospital. As usual, the event drew a huge turnout.
Well, today, our turnout was awesome. For the weather we had, it was a little bit overcast and cloudy, but we're about 100 runners short of, filling up the whole race. It was a great turnout. Everybody had a great time. As you can see now, the weather's just fine. But we had a great run. Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody that I talked to, they had a fantastic run. It was beautiful out on the course, and we just had a great day.
The Hopkinton Historical Society and Public Library hosted a presentation by Boston Marathon bombing survivor Roseanne Sedoya.
A lot of people ask right off the bat why I chose to do the book. There's several reasons why. One being that for me, I realized early on that doing the interviews on the TV stations and the newspapers, for me, it was very therapeutic because I'm not sure if anybody in this room could ever realize the words that came out that I've been blown up. I've been in a terrorist attack.
You can view the full presentation on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV, and also catch it airing soon on HCAM TV. The Hopkinton Youth Commission and the Hopkinton Diversity and Cultural Alliance joined forces to bring to town the first annual Multicultural Festival. The festival featured displays of food and art from different cultures, including a few displays of dance from different countries around the world. There were several table displays, each table showing off a different country. The goal of the festival was to bring together the many different cultures that live right here in Hopkinton.
Hi, so welcome to the Hopkinton Multicultural Festival. Margie and I just really wanted a way to connect everyone in the community, no matter what your background is. We thought that it's super important for people to just get out in front of each other and just see what your own traditions, your own cultures, your own values are. And as you can see today, we have so many different people in Hopkinton represented. We have Irish culture, Indian, African American, Vietnamese, Chinese, just a little bit of everybody. And so this is our first event, and we hope that every year it gets bigger and bigger and everybody comes out to celebrate who you are.
All right, terrific. And how long did it take to plan today's event?
Oh, so it's interesting because, as you know, I started the Hopkinton Diversity and Culture Alliance in November. Margie's been on the Youth Commission forever. So I joined Youth Commission in January. So Margie already had planned to do a multicultural festival, and I was working on one, and so we just joined forces and came together, and this is the result, and we're just super, super excited, and we just see that this is going to be a great annual event to have here in Hopkinton, and we're just very thankful for everyone and their support.
My name is Sampada Veluri. I spelled Sampada. My last name is Velury.
Excellent. And can you talk about what you're doing here today at the festival?
Sure. So I'm from the School of Padam. We're a Kuchipudi school, so that's a type of Indian classical dance. So today we're going to be doing one classical piece, and then we're going to be doing a Bollywood song, which is another Indian movie kind of song.
Coming up next on this edition of HCAM News, we'll show you what happened during Week 2 of the Ashland Legion baseball season. We will take you to the annual Hopkins School Egg Drop Competition, and Matt Clark will have our HCAM Insider. You're tuned into HCAM News. Don't go anywhere.
HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
And by Webster First Federal Credit Union, providing financial products with attentive customer service to the local families and businesses of Hopkinton. Visit us at websterfirst.com.
Hi, my name is Margie Wiggin, and I want to invite you to join me for my new show, Character Matters, on HCAM. We're going to talk about why do people choose the behavior that they choose? Why do they choose to be good? We're going to hear from people in history, we're going to hear from local heroes who make great choices, and we're going to hear from some puppets who talk about things they've seen, and they're going to say, "What? Did you see that?" "Yes, I did." Please join us.
Welcome back to HCAM News. Ashland Legion baseball played a pair of home games during Week 2 of the season. We were there as 2-1 Post 77 took on Lowell and Waltham. Here is a look at the latest happenings for Ashland Legion Post 77.
On June 20th, 2-1 Ashland Legion Post 77 took on 0-1 Lowell Post 87. Scoreless game in the bottom of the third. Jake Obid on base, Ben Thomas at the plate.
Up the middle, takes a couple hops on the grass, and it is going to be a no play for the shortstop, and a run will score. Obid scores as Bashir just could not get it out of his glove. An RBI single for Ben Thomas.
Ben Thomas drives in the first run of the game, and that would be the only run of the game. Jonathan Pessin pitched the first 3 innings, while Sean Babineau pitched the last 4 innings, as the two combined for a 6-hit shutout. Ashland left 11 runners on base, but got the job done and improved to 3-1 on the season. The next day, Ashland hosted 3-0 Waltham Post 145. Top of the 7th, game knotted at 3 apiece. Waltham rallies.
Good possibility. This is up the middle. Obid ducks down. It will get through. 1 run in. 2nd run being waved around, and 2 more will score for Waltham. A 2 RBI base hit for the shortstop, Anthony Mayone, on the stretch. It's at third and deals, and this is hit in the air past the reach of O'Leary. It'll get into left field. 1 run in. A 2nd run being waved around. And they will add 2 more, a 2 RBI base hit by DeVito.
Job well done there. Great piece of hitting right into an open gap. As Mayone and Devlin both score.
Waltham put up 4 runs in the inning and took a 7-3 lead and put Ashland down to their final 3 outs. 2 outs, bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th. Tom Monsey at the plate.
Line up and the pitch. Hit in the air, it drops into center field. 1 run is in, and it's going to be bases loaded.
Monsey drives in Jackson Horning to make it a 3-run game, but that is all Post 77 would get, as the next hitter, Dylan O'Leary, grounds out, and Waltham takes the game 7-4. A big win for Waltham as they stay undefeated despite only having 9 players available for this game. Waltham put up 7 runs on 12 hits, while Ashland put up 4 runs on 8 hits and left 9 runners on base. Post 77 fell to 3-2 on the season, while Waltham keeps a 0 in the loss column and now has a 4 in the win column. Friday's scheduled Ashland Post 77 game was postponed due to rain. The makeup date should be announced soon. Post 77 plays 4 of their next 5 games on the road.
Don't forget, you can rewatch any of the terrific Ashland Legion Post 77 games on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV. Hopkins Elementary hosted the annual egg drop competition for the 15th year in a row. Over the past couple of weeks, students put their science and engineering skills to the test, working in teams of 4 to construct a contraption that would keep an egg from breaking if it were to be dropped off a building. Rather than the school roof this year, the Hopkinton Fire Department helped out with their ladder truck. Here's a look at the beloved competition.
Do we have any survivors? It sounds like we only have 1. Can you go higher? Can we go higher and see if it survives a higher fall? Should we see? So, what's the team that is the winner?
The Team Extreme!
All right, so we do have our winner, but we're going to try going up even higher. So, Team Extreme, Mr. White's classroom, Cameron, Aiden, Abby, and Russell. All right, we're going to see if it can survive an even higher challenge. We have a few minutes. Look at that. That is dedication for you. Here's our MVP of the day right now. All right, here we go. Everybody, let's do a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness! Congratulations, we have some superstar engineers here. 310, I am so impressed. Mr. White, Miss Jordan, excellent job. Should we do one more time? Our Hopkinton FC is willing to go even higher. This is impressive. I don't think we haven't gone this high because we've always done it in the gym. Oh my goodness.
Aiden Cleary. I'm Russell Perryman. I'm Abby Flanagan.
You'll win today.
Good? Yeah.
How long did you work on your egg protector
2
there?
weeks. For half an hour. Well, we had to revise because our first idea didn't work. Totally didn't work at all.
What'd you make it out of?
It's 3 paper towel rolls. We got tape. Tape. Wait, that got destroyed? Yeah. So these are like our wings. They like make it fall down slower. And then we've got this base, so it normally lands in base, and then the cardboard to protect the egg.
Very nice. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. White, Miss Jordan.
We are so proud of these kids, I have to say. We had no idea this was going to be the winning design, did we?
No.
Actually, it was a revision too, wasn't it? That's not your first design.
What happened the first time you dropped? Somebody tell the camera. The first time it dropped,
it completely broke because the egg was like too big.
So what did you do to make it better?
And then so we decided to add like these little wings to make it more like it would spiral so it would fall slower.
And you saw another group that had something similar, right?
Yeah. And we beat.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, did anyone think it would survive from the last fall there?
I did. I thought it would drop on the car and that would protect its fall.
All right, well, nice job and congratulations.
So 15 years ago, we decided to do an engineering design challenge.
Don't
and we
forget,
chose
you can rewatch
extravaganza,
any of
that's
the
what we call
terrific
it.
Ashland
Dropping an egg,
Legion Post
creating a container
77
to drop
games
an
on our
egg from
YouTube page,
a high
youtube.com/HCAM
And we put the kids in groups of 4, we give them money to budget,
Hopkins
and then they have to
Elementary
go to a fake
hosted the
store and they
annual
buy the
egg drop
materials,
competition
and then they
for
put
the
together their
15th year in a
prototype,
row.
going through the
Over the
engineering
past
design
couple
process.
weeks,
They
students
do an
put
initial
their
drop,
science
see how
and
it
engineering
does, then
skills to
improve
the
it,
test,
and then we have a
working in
classroom
teams of
contest
4
to get down to
construct
the
a
10
contraption
winners
that would keep
overall.
an egg
So we have
from
one winner from
breaking
each
if
class.
it were to be dropped
Excellent.
off a building.
And this year, I
Rather
understand
than
you had
the school
highest
roof
drop,
this year,
ever with
the
help of
Hopkinton
the fire
Department helped
Did you
out
expect
with their
any of the
ladder
designs
truck.
to survive
Here's
that?
a look
None.
at the
And
beloved
the winning design
competition.
is from my science class, and I have to be honest, I was a little skeptical about it, but they did fantastic.
All right.
We used toilet paper rolls for the first time this year, and clearly that does the trick.
See more from the Hopkins Elementary Egg Drop Competition on our website, hcam.tv. A whole lot of programming is coming up on the HCAM channels. Standing by to tell you all about it is HCAM's promotions coordinator, Matt Clark.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the HCAM Insider. I'm Matt Clark, and here's what's happening this week on HCAM. On Friday, June 30th at 8 p.m., the Coffee Break hosts talk with long-term Hopkinton resident Joanne Phipps about the upcoming annual 4th of July Horribles Parade on a new episode of Hopkinton Coffee Break.
And the first time they had the adult floats, and Fenton Street immediately was the first street that called up and wanted to know if they could come over next year too. And that just grew.
On Monday, July 3rd at 7 p.m., Sherburne poet, entrepreneur, and humanitarian Artemis Jakowski shares his wide array of stories and experiences on a new episode of Wake Up and Smell the Poetry. And at 7:30 p.m., the tour of Hopkinton's educational system continues with a look into the arts and computer technology departments on a brand new episode of Highlights from the Hill.
This is specific to the high school, this catalog. It's called Hop Art. It's our art show magazine. We have an outside person affiliated with the arts, jury over about 250 to 300 pieces of student artwork. They write an awesome statement about what they're witnessing through this imagery, and they choose their best in show, about 50 to 55 pieces.
Yep.
And it's published in a magazine that we put out annually, and we release it the night of the art show. So that's one of the ways that we get the word out.
On Wednesday, July 5th at 7 p.m., Margie and Jen talk local and national happenings and invite you to join the conversation on a new episode of The Jen and Margie Show, live on HCAM TV. On Thursday, July 6th at 6:30 p.m., Margie Wiggin teaches kids the importance of respect and being tolerant on a new episode of Character Matters.
Tolerant means you're patient. So why is that a good thing, Jillian?
Because sometimes someone might be left out and you want to help them, but you think they're kind of weird, but you still have to accept it either way.
Right. And do you let them know that you think they're weird?
No, because then that would be really mean.
And on HCAM Ed, the Ashland Legion Baseball vs. Lowell game will air. And also on HCAM Ed, the Hopkinton High School Pops concert will play. If you want to know more about all of HCAM shows before they air, then head over to hcam.tv/connect, where you can sign up for our HCAM Insider newsletter. Or if you want to know more about what's happening in Hopkinton, you can sign up for our daily news updates. That's all for this week's Insider. I'm Matt Clark, and as always, thanks for watching. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Matt. That will just about do it for this edition of HCAM News. Don't forget, you can stay up to date with everything Hopkinton by checking out our website, hcam.tv, as well as our Twitter and Facebook page. Right now on our website, hcam.tv, you can view more about Ashland Legion Baseball and also more about the current status of repairs at Hopkinton Town Hall. If you have a Hopkinton-related video, photo, or story idea, I want to hear from you. Email me at news@hcam.tv. With your help, we'll cover even more of our community. For everyone here at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy, wishing you a happy Independence Day to you and yours. We leave you now with the current community listings and upcoming government meetings. Be safe and enjoy your summer holidays. And as always, thanks for watching HCAM. HCAM is supported by our viewers and by Blackstone Valley Wealth Management, providing highly personalized financial planning, wealth management, and customized solutions through transparent, unbiased advice. Visit us at blackstonevalleywealth.com.